All right, buckle up, everyone. You can see from that video right there, it has been a busy, busy day when it comes to weather. Take a look at this incredible video. This is coming from Antelope Island State Park. Strong winds there, rain, hail. It hit extremely hard within just the last hour.
And this a possible tornado in Riverdale. Kevin is joining us now. We start with you. This last hour has been wild for northern parts of Utah, but really the entire state really getting hit today.
That's right. This storm started last evening with a strong cold front that blasted through Utah. It dropped 1, 2, even 3 inches of rain across parts of northern and over into the Uinta Basin. We had flooding conditions in Roosevelt and Price. This is coming in from Mitch McGarry up in Riverdale. This was a funnel cloud to begin with, but it actually did touch down. You can see some of the debris being picked up from the ground. It's an EF0 tornado, which is the weakest category, minor debris, but we saw power lines and transformers ripped apart. Power is out to almost 20,000 people across the Wasatch Front. So these are big, big time storm cells, and as they come through, they can do some damage. The good news is these were fast-moving storms, so they're already progressing east. Matt Rowley and Ogden taking this. Here was that funnel. Now, it's hard to know, are these different funnels, or is this the same funnel taken from a different perspective? We believe it's the same funnel, but this is actually taken at the Ogden Airport, and you can see when those clouds start to swirl like that, that's a scary thing, and accompanied by, you ready for this? Reports of 101 mile-an-hour wind gusts on top of Ogden Peak. South Ogden had a gust to 81 miles an hour.
All right, we still have some more video we want to show you here. This is actually coming out of Riverdale here from David T. and Jerry G. And Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, this is probably the same system that we've been looking at. Maybe off in the distance, you can see that funnel cloud as it's making its way to the ground. You know, as we see some of the video here, it seems like there's almost, you talk about how weak it is, there's almost a separation to where it looks like it's about to drop to the ground, and then there's a disconnect from the ground, actually some wind coming from the ground as well. I don't know, it's hard to see it actually touching ground.
Right, as we classify tornadoes, the National Weather Service has the responsibility to do that, and they did classify this as a weak EF0 tornado. And what happens is the funnel comes down, but when you actually start to get debris or draw from the bottom, that's where you technically will cross over to the from the funnel cloud to the tornado. But really, all over northern Utah, this thing was crazy. Out at Antelope State Park, you saw that we had 70 to 80 mile-an-hour winds. It wasn't just the rain, it was the hail, and this thing opened up. Jeff Norris in Ogden showing leaves coming out of the tree. Storm drains overwhelmed with the hail that comes in, makes it look like snow. The visibility was reduced, and it came in with such fury that folks just were just taken aback by how fast and strong, literally from 20 minutes before, there was sunshine out.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you look to the west and you saw this big wall cloud come running in, and it just plastered the Wasatch.
And we have had no shortage of people sending us pictures, videos as we see here. But what is important for people to know, especially northern Utah here?
The good news is the main core of this storm is pushing east. It's over Bear Lake right now, and it will exit. But it opens the door to what we've been talking about for the last 2 days. Heavy rain, valley rain, and cold temperatures, mountain snow that will pick up this afternoon and evening and then continue through the day. This is really just the leading edge of what's been a very active day, and we can't emphasize enough, this was just the northern part of the storm. Remember, we've got 2 to 3 feet of rainwater in basements throughout Roosevelt and down into Duchesne and into Price. It's been a severe weather day all around Utah. I want to go and show you some viewer pictures that came in just to give you an idea. Big trees coming down Brandy Sanders in Layton. We also have a shot that shows you what was as the storm came in, we had blue skies on one side, and then we had all of a sudden just crazy storms on the other. Let's go to Vortex and show you what we're talking about. This was the line as it blasted through. You can see the cluster of lightning, which is now north of Ogden, working its way up into southern Idaho. But as we zoom in, you can see how it was fine for a little while, but in the 3:30 to 3:40 hour, that cell went right through Riverdale, Ogden, North Ogden, and that is what spawned off that weak tornado, along with the funnel cloud reports that we had. It just went crazy. Now, as we look at what's happening right now, storms, they're out there, they're spotty. We've got some of the mountains east of Provo and Payson right now, and as we work north along the Wasatch, a strong cluster that's now right up over the mountains east of Lehigh. So this is right up over the Suncrest area, approaching over towards Draper and to the Sandy area. And things have cleared out for the most part storm-wise in Davis County, but we linger to have some storminess up through Richmond and Plymouth, up into Preston and Malad, where they're seeing now that main core that went through the Wasatch Front earlier in the afternoon. afternoon. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to show you more flooding coming in out of Roosevelt that happened earlier today. We'll talk about what's next for us in this storm. When will these showers pick up? How much snow we're going to get in the mountains? And do we have any more funnel clouds or tornadoes in the works? It's been a crazy day.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. We've been wanting rain for a long time, and when you ask for it, sometimes beggars can't be choosers, right?
It came, and it came in a big way today, and will continue tonight and tomorrow.
All right, Kevin, thank you.